the messages.
95. I love you 95.
Right on cue. Right on cue. Right on cue. Right on cue.
I just love you 95. I love you 95.
Right on cue. Right on cue. Right on cue. Right on cue.
I just love you 95. I love you 95.
Right on cue. Right on cue. Right on cue. Right on cue.
Happened all from the morning session way down to the afternoon. Lawyers for one of the alleged accusers petitioned the court, asking the court that the charge be not read and seeking judicial review on that matter. I don't know. I have my, we're looking at what is happening and what has happened thus far as it relates to that. I have my own reservations as it relates to that, but they are the lawyers, so they are doing what they have to do on behalf of their many clients. And so later in the afternoon, the other individual or the other alleged individual, I think the charge was read to that individual. A charge was read to that individual and was further released on bail and with reporting conditions to the police station, etc. So one of the alleged accusers, the matter will continue to be ventilated in court, I think, on Friday, and I guess they will chat the way forward as to where they go from there, and I guess too that the court will make a determination as to the way forward as it relates to that.
So that case will of course re-emerge on Friday.
Well, yes, it will re-emerge on Friday, where discussions will continue to take place as it relates to that.
All right, Carla John Baptist. Any news on any other issues at this time?
Not nothing heavy as I'm aware. We're still looking at different things, but I guess in due time we will release information as it relates to other matters that we have.
Carla John Baptist, I don't know if you heard, but I've been following the story since yesterday, still trying to get a police report on that. There's a report out of the Penville community that one teenage girl attempted to poison family members. Carla, have you heard of that?
No, I have not, Matt. And if that is the case, that is very, very troubling. And when it comes to, especially if it's a teenage girl, then probably we should not even say where that teenager is from, because, of course, that is not going to help the situation. So I think if you are aware of that, I think we should try to see how best we can.
Well, from what I gather, she may be in police custody and police may be investigating. I won't call out the family name at this time, but all I'm being told is this teenage young lady from the north, if you will, northeast, making that kind of move. That's serious business, and we'll try to get more details there from the police. But I am aware that the police may be investigating.
Okay.
All right. Well, we'll stay on top of the stories, Kalai. I'm expecting a lady there from the newly formed group. Wow, women helping other women. 9:14 is the morning time. Thank you very much. We'll stay on top of that story. Hello, talk to me. My brother, how you doing?
With humanity, Mr. Peltry, blessings for you and your family, sir.
Yes, sir.
I heard there were a lot of guys dressed in women garments, and you were one of them at the convent.
One of the young ladies, I think the queen, spoke, and she said, one thing is for sure, they can wear our pants, but we can't wear the skirts, huh?
Matt, it's a bit troubling. Somebody from Penville called me last night and told me about
You heard about that, right?
Yeah, the girl in police custody. After all what we are saying, they're suffering. I mean, the girl told me it was the children who went to share the food and saying the food is green.
Yes.
Come on, Matt, let me not get into any more details. But what I'm saying, my brother, I listened to Tina and the other people are crying out.
Mm-hmm.
How can teenagers and, juveniles get themselves in problems and police have them dragging up and down? There is you're adding insult to injury. You're aggravating a situation that is already dire, Matt. It is sickening. And I want to commend you this morning. It sat up a bit poorly, and the transmission was very, very bad. And I was wondering what's up, but then it was rectified. And I have to commend Q95 and Mr. Pelty for, the guy tuned into other stations, and there was nothing. And I say, interesting, the same Q95, the same Ronald Charles. Mr. Pelty, you there with me, sir?
Yes.
Matt, it is so sad to listen to what that is happening. And one caller said it yesterday. We could use the thing alleged. So if you get away, and then you was innocent. If somebody continue to repeat it, you could make some money on them. But that kind of hush kind of situation. And Martin Dominica, why is the Minister of National Security, why is he not commenting on that scandal? I mean, he go talking about the Silver Lake issue and the guns and New Tongue and everything else. Why he's not commenting on that abuse of our young children? Have them like prostitutes, parading and exposing and posing, my brother, showing. Matt, when I saw those things, I hit him. My God, I know it, Matt. I know what is happening. But the girls, what could have them, Matt, so brazen, so bold and fearless and careless and figure out they have nothing to live for, it seems like, and in the desperation, why do you think, Matt, pay to play or some kind of thing like that, Matt?
Mm-hmm.
And these girls, you realize, pay. What is involved here, Matt? Money. What causes that? What contributed to that? Poverty. Further, desperate. You remember I tell you the other day, PPDT, Matt?
Yes.
Poor people, very few, lack principle, and desperation kicks in, and tolerance is involved, Matt. So PPDT, I think I still remember it. So it is so sickening and sad, the Alex Boyd Knights and all of them that advocating for children and women and all of that. I have not heard, not a drum bit. It's the Q95, you hear nothing anywhere else, not on all those major radio stations. They are not discussing it.
But you know what I find, Bless, is to be very honest. Some people are very upset. If it was the poor people or the poor person's child, persons will be talking about it, will not be afraid. But suddenly, we sense the fear.
And even instructing Carlisle what to say and what not to say. If it was blessings, I'll be dragged by my toes, Matt, all over tongue. My picture would be posted, and people, blessings, you don't know bless. And they would get away to technicality because guess what? It's not Tyrone and Tony, it's blessings. You there with me, Matt?
Yes,
so everybody would say, you hear our blessings involved. So I want to commend you and everybody at Q that can collect this information. Carlisle, I want to thank you as well, that can advocate on the behalf of children, and it's not just saying, hush, let us know what is going on. Not you, I'm asking to do that, or Carlisle, but the powers that be, stop dragging all your feet. You can run to Parliament and make all amendments to act existing laws, to facilitate all the criminal activities. But when it comes to children, all the dragging all your feet. Have a blessed day, bro.
Richmond says we are a menace to society, but they don't know what it's like.
Good morning, hello.
Good morning, Matthias Peltier Jr. How are you?
How are you doing, my brother? How are you doing?
I'm doing fine, Matt. Good morning to your listeners.
Mm-hmm.
Matt, my take on all of this is this Sexual Offences Act, Matt, needs to be done in such a way, Matt, that it includes pornography that involves children, Matt. And they should have a clause in it that says anybody who plans, prepares, develops, photographs, or is involved in any way, has on any media or form any photographic material with a child is illegal and it is a criminal offense. But I know that will not be done because we know in high places, Matt, even among law enforcement, Matt, they into this pornographic thing, Matt. But I don't mind you have things with your adult thing. That is your business, Matt. But Matt, when you come to have that sort of thing with children, minor, Matt, that is serious, Matt. And Matt, you know this whole thing about this, what people don't understand, Matt, in the United States, child pornography, Matt, is a very serious offense, Matt. Very serious offense. And I think that should be included in whatever sexual offenses act that they have. It should be included and that furthermore, once the matter has commenced, no parent, nobody should have the authority to stop that thing. And any person who aids, abets, contributes in any way, form, or fashion it should be made an offense. Anybody who interferes with a child under 16 years of age, Matt, it should be made an offense. If the child is pregnant and there's anything and any doctor, anybody perform any sort of it should be an offense. Matt, we have to get serious, Matt. We there playing on the side and we talking this. You know, Matt, have you noticed, Matt, that the concern is not so much for the victims, the innocent victims, Matt, is more the rights of the accused, the rights of the accused, the rights of the... Matt, what about the children's life who has been Matt, these children's life have been destroyed, you know, Matt. It is unrecoverable, Matt. You cannot recover from that, Matt. It is like Dr. Rickett said yesterday, once you have glaucoma, Matt, it's not curable, you know.
Mm-hmm.
When you with this sort of abuse of children, Matt, it follows them throughout their entire lives, Matt. And you want to tell me that people sit down here and all they're concerned about now is Mr. So-and-so is high up in places and all these high people in official positions, they are concerned, their shoulders drop because such a... What about the poor child, the children's lives who have been destroyed, Matt? But Matt, you know, it's a very good thing, Matt. As I said, I have one little granddaughter. I have a lot of nieces in Dominica. I have one little granddaughter in Dominica, Matt. And I swear, on my dead mother's grave, anybody at all, Matt, make one of them uncomfortable, Matt. I am the police, the investigator, the judge, the jury, the prosecutor, and the executioner. And good morning.
What's his name?
The first was a blast, and we're doing it again.
Ladies and gentlemen, get ready for the dance party of a lifetime. The 2016 Oldies Dance Party. Sunday, March 27th, Easter Sunday from 9 p.m. at Club Retro in the heart of the city. Your DJs, Mr. Mix, DJ Matthew, and Dr. Miguel Labadie will set your night to music. Party upstairs and party downstairs. Advance tickets $20 from Bullseye, Miss Bay Grand Bay, Skeeter, Rosa Market, Mini Cash Portsmouth, or $25 at the door. Prizes for best dress, first and best dancers on the floor. Compliments, Astafans, Digicel, and Mirror Entertainment. You can't miss your Oldies Dance Party. This is the Sunday, March 27th at Club Retro.
International Women's Day. Join the fight. Stop sexual abuse against our young people. Wear something purple on Tuesday, 8th March. Take a stance. This is a message from WOW. Women helping other women.
For almost 30 years, H.H. Wilson and Company has been providing to Dominicans a service that is second to none. We pride ourselves in the ability to stock what you, our valued customers, eat and drink. and through our trained staff offer the quality service and personal touch that is necessary in today's competitive environment. With 2 free parking lots, we make shopping in Pottersville enjoyable again. Try us and watch your money stretch.
You may not always want to say, well, look, this is a man of straw. This guy can't even barely feed himself. No point with compensation there. But not all rapists are people of straw. Some of them should be hit in their pocket. So we said we're going to have an actual provision for compensation. So we recommend that. And we drafted a provision and inserted it in the Sexual Offences Act. And it will in no way affect a civil action. All that will happen is that the court will take cognizance of the fact that you have paid X amount compensation. Sexual connection. We also enhance and strengthen that provision because there were certain ingredients as regards consent which appeared in rape but didn't appear in sexual connection, which we found was like a gap in the law. We improved that as well. Section 9. Intercourse with an adopted minor, we also enhance the penalties. Section 12, which allows the court, when you're charged with certain offenses, to have alternative verdicts. There's a minor amendment. Gross indecency, we enhance that quite a bit. That section is section 14 presently, and we redrafted sections 3 and 4, and we redefine gross indecency in a manner that you better believe even the concept of people taking pictures of their private parts, I'm just being specific so we can get an idea, and sending it to people under 16 to incite them, or even showing them pornography to try to incite them into having sexual dealings. You'll find that that is also going to be covered by the definition of gross indecency.
The report and the draft bill is now with the Chambers of the Attorney General, and in fact it's with me. I have commenced looking at it. I have some observations.
So new amendments to the Sexual
There will be some further discussion.
Offences Act there may come into effect, from what I'm gathering, sometime at the end of the year. We're hearing there the Attorney General, and before that we heard from the legal consultant Ray Harris. Let's listen again. Let's again listen first to the Attorney General.
The report and the draft bill is now with the Chambers of the Attorney General, and in fact it's with me. I have commenced looking at it. I have some observations, and as Mr. Harris has indicated, there will be some further discussion. I would anticipate that those discussions should not take an extensive period of time. There are some areas that I have observed that I have issues that I would probably like further clarification, and some observations that I'd also like to make in respect to that. But I am confident that in the very near future, the draft Sexual Offences Amendment Bill 2016 will be in a position that it can be taken to Cabinet. Hopefully Cabinet will approve it with or without further amendment to the state in which it arrives at Cabinet. Thereafter, it will be taken to Parliament for debate in Parliament, and hopefully approval and subsequent enactment via the President.
You may not always want to say, well, look, this is a man of straw. This guy can't even barely feed himself. No point with compensation there. But not all rapists are people of straw. Some of them should be hit in their pocket. So we said we're going to have an actual provision for compensation. So we recommend that. And we drafted a provision and inserted it in the Sexual Offences Act. And it will in no way affect a civil action. All that will happen is that the court will take cognizance of the fact that you have paid X amount compensation. Sexual connection. We also enhance and strengthen that provision because there were certain ingredients as regards consent which appeared in rape but didn't appear in sexual connection, which we found was like a gap in the law. We improved that as well. Section 9, intercourse with an adopted minor. We also enhanced the penalties. Section 12, which allows the court, when you're charged with certain offenses, to have alternative verdicts. There's a minor amendment. Gross indecency. We enhance that quite a bit. That section is section 14 presently, and we redrafted sections 3 and 4, and we redefine gross indecency in a manner that you better believe even the concept of people taking pictures of their private parts. I'm just being specific so we can get an idea, and sending it to people under 16 to incite them, or even showing them pornography to try to incite them into having sexual dealings. You'll find that that is also going to be covered by the definition of gross indecency.
A lot of amendments that I'll be sharing with you as we move along. A special news conference held yesterday. Ray Harris, consultant, and of course the Attorney General. Hello.
Good morning.
Morning to you, sir.
Matt, I tell you, we have a lot of hypocrisy in our island.
Hypocrisy, huh?
Oh, yes, and it comes from the church house to the state house. Let's deal with the church house. The Bible tells us in the book of Jeremiah, chapter 23, that because the spiritual leaders are taking bribes, they're involved in sexual immorality, they refuse to declare the whole counsel of the Word of God. Therefore, perversion has gone throughout the whole land. Let's talk about the state house. We're talking about the state house, we're referring to the political realm. But this government, this anti-Christian communist regime has systematically destroyed the livelihood, whether by default, whether by commission or omission, as it relates to the agricultural sector. Matt, the agricultural sector, that dollar used to reach in every house. They have systematically destroyed it because they want people to come and beg them to whore themselves to them. So you see the problem. So then we look into the same people to correct a situation that they helped create. Afton Matter said it in his program last night. He had an excellent program. Matt, another thing I want to say, we have organizations in Dominica that are parading our children before the screen, gyrating themselves in a sensual manner. Then you have these same people trying to correct the problem that they have helped to create. Tasha P. sang it. Let the children remain children. Let them grow up in a normal, innocent way. When you have them parading on the screen or on a stage before an audience in a sensual way, do you think that helps? So the same people that are seeking or they are trying to correct the problem, they are helping to create it. We in Dominica must stop being hypocrites. And it is interesting that on both sides of the political divide, there seems to be some implication as it relates to this matter. So it means that I believe that would be an impetus for them to push that legislation into effect. And we have to believe that the hand of the Lord is in this. Might have a good day.
Have a good day yourself. 4493095. As I said, there are moves within the government to bring the amendments to the Sexual Offences Act. towards the end of the year there. Hello, talk to me.
Matt, you know Peter Prosper have a song. All their money, young girls. You know that song, Matt?
I know that song.
One building house and one giving cars. Matt, if you can get that, even is after 10. But something I want to say, Matt, anytime is judicial review, is judicial recalibration, Matt. That is the terminology they should use. Judicial recalibration. Judicial review. I mean, Matt, these technicalities, and your brother sang the song. Technicality. Your brother sang the song, you know. And that is the nonsense that is happening and the level of hypocrisy. And according to the brother, we create problems and looking to come with solutions. Those who created it, and it's deliberate, Matt, and the impoverishment systematically so, that have our young women and men in drugs and homosexuality as well, Matt. And young girls in drugs as well. So it's a pure desperation. And stop blaming the victims talking about long time they're in the business. That is pure foolishness. Blessings, King.
Oh, blessings. This is the sound that you wanted, huh? Brother Peter Prosper for Blessings in the Morning. Peter, look for your trouble, Peter. I thought that would have been the first song you played on Sunday, huh? Change your mind, huh? A lot of talk, Peter. You have a lot of talk. You see, Peter, it had to take me to play this one for you.
Their money where their mouth is. First thing they pay is the bank fees. Flat screen TV, BlackBerry, cell phone. If it means taking a loan. Some delinquent fathers, government ministers. And as for those lawyers, those with the passport dollars, you would swear every branch of the hearing bank is there.
Hello, talk to me here.
First, good morning to you, sir.
How you doing, my brother?
Good morning to all your listeners here and your listeners worldwide. A couple of quick points. One, Let me first of all congratulate my friend Mervyn John Baptist from Roseau for his demonstration this morning, Matt. I know Mervyn is very passionate about this issue of child sexual abuse, Matt, and so do I. Mervyn, to me, is trying his best to protect our children in Dominica, whilst the government of Dominica has done nothing at all to protect them in 16 years. And I'm hearing about the bill will take fruition, the amendments in end of the year. I'll address this in a second, Matt, in just a second. But you said earlier on that one of the queens of Dominica, earlier at the Convent High School, said, and correct me if I'm wrong, he said that women can wear men's pants, but men cannot wear their skirts. Is that true?
Yeah, she made that comment. And
okay.
Comfortably so, I guess she meant.
All right, okay. What I was trying to inform her, and that's probably a bit of things for her as well, It's not a criticism at all of the Queen. I love all our Queens, my brother. Just a little bit of information. Just to tell her that in Scotland, you know where Scotland is, Matt?
Yes.
Scotland is one of the 4 countries like of Britain. You've got England, Scotland, Ireland, and Wales. In Scotland, skirts are the men's daily wear. They wear that all the time, you know?
That's part of their culture, though.
That is, yes. But men do wear skirts, yes, okay? Just a little bit of information, Matt. Now, the amendments, Matt, you're talking about year-end. Matt, didn't the government sometime this year went to Parliament and had 3 readings of the Eastern Caribbean Asset Bill, that sort of bill, in one day?
Yes.
So why can't they fast forward this Child Sexual Abuse Amendments Act, Matt? I don't see why we should wait till the year end for that, Matt. Why is it taking so long? 7 more, March, 9 more months, Matt? Why can't it be done in a couple of months?
You're saying fast track it.
Fast track it, Matt. So what is so difficult about this, for God's sake, Matt? I don't get it, Matt. These people can do it in the next couple of months. We don't have to wait until end of the year to get this done. In fact, I think the demonstration this morning should concentrate their efforts on the financial building where these government ministers work and tell them that they want that thing done within 2 months, Matt. It's too long to wait. Can't wait any longer, Matt. Good morning.
Good morning. I'm hearing that there will be some sort of activity organized by the Ministry of Women Affairs around the Digicel area sometime about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Let's take another phone call. Hello. Yes, sir.
Morning.
Yes, sir.
Well, Mr. Sufu, you say some of what I was going to say. But it's the first time I listened to that song, The Keenway. And it looked like that Prosper know about those things long time. They'll have to check on him.
Call Prosper and ask him why he was singing those songs? Okay, I'll check Prosper. Hello. Prosper, they need some answers. Hello.
Matthias.
Yes, sir.
Sasayan back.
Sagafe.
More right, okay. Matt. Wrongdoing, say wrongdoing.
Okay.
Bamadusa. Si on a fait un cas. No mlani put up a chargely.
Okay.
But I can't say it because nothing's right under the table nowadays. Everything is clear. No matter what they bring, no matter what they take, she's carried fair wrong because Angel have seen if I'm going to see Angel have seen fair wrong. So see, minister fair wrong, minister nibu chebe dule. Ever Michel Gabo top bag I put drug Dominic. Ever Dominic ka sink. Ever person bag at the Yomo. Pay ya bag at pièce côté. Nous ka wete konouya because was wete go dimanche jodi.
C'est vrai.
Konouya. So pas mettre secret because Dominica do have no secret. No more secret in this world. Everything is clear. Everybody's seen every wrong, every right.
What is good for the goose is good for the gander.
Right, so do not fret about suing. Super pièce côté. Les not sit on you never for suing.
Okay, I'm back. Handbag from Granby. Make everything clear. Hello.
Hi, Matt. Good morning.
How you doing?
I'm fine, and you?
Yes.
Yeah, Matt, let me say good morning to each and every family person member that is suffering at this time. But, Matt, listen, the guy from Sufria, which I can Sufria because I recognize his voice, I support him 100%. I think where they're holding this function is wrong. The best place to have it is at the financial center where the ministers are working and at the prime minister office, sending a message loud and clear to them. That's where it should really happen. Not at Digicel or nowhere, but right there. I agree with him.
All right, my brother. Some people are saying that we should have a demonstration outside of the ministry to press home the point that we need legislation. Peter, you know your song has suddenly become popular. All their money, young girls, huh? Peter Prosper, one more time. He did this one in 2012. I don't know why he was afraid to play it on Sunday. Maybe he'll explain to you on Sunday what happened, huh?
I remember money, God tell me. To get rich people must say you cheap. It's not to make plenty money, but yeah. But it's how much money you keep. A businessman I know.
The ladies at the Lord Chambers there, that's all I'm gonna say.
He spent half his investment chasing younger women.
Enjoying this one.
Politicians and them. All your money young girls. All your money young girls. People repping the valley. He investing more than me. He banking his money where he getting his rounds.
I expected to see a lot more ladies in the city dressed up in purple. Are we really serious about making these amendments on the sexual? Okay, let's listen again to the AG and, of course, the legal consultant Ray Harris, talking to amendments to come on the new act, amended act.
Yes, the report and the draft bill is now with the Chambers of the Attorney General, and in fact it's with me. I have commenced looking at it. I have some observations, and as Mr. Harris has indicated, there will be some further discussion. I would anticipate that those discussions should not take an extensive period of time. There are some areas that I have observed that I have issues that I would probably like further clarification, and some observations that I'd also like to make in respect to that. But I am confident that in the very near future, the draft Sexual Offences Amendment Bill 2016 will be in a position that it can be taken to Cabinet. Hopefully Cabinet will approve it with or without further amendment to the state in which it arrives at Cabinet. And thereafter it will be taken to Parliament for debate in Parliament and hopefully approval and subsequent enactment via the President.
You may not always want to say, well, look, this is a man of straw. This guy can't even barely feed himself. No point with compensation there. But not all rapists are people of straw. Some of them should be hit in their pocket. So we said we're going to have an actual provision for compensation. So we recommend that. And we drafted a provision and inserted it in the Sexual Offences Act. And it will in no way affect a civil action. All that will happen is that the court will take cognizance of the fact that you have paid X amount compensation. Sexual connection. We also enhance and strengthen that provision because there were certain ingredients as regards consent which appeared in rape but didn't appear in sexual connection, which we found was like a gap in the law. We improved that as well. Section 9, intercourse with an adopted minor. We also enhanced the penalties. Section 12, which allows the court when you're charged with certain offenses, to have alternative verdicts. There's a minor amendment. Gross indecency, we enhance that quite a bit. That section is section 14 presently, and we redrafted sections 3 and 4, and we redefine gross indecency in a manner that you better believe even the concept of people taking pictures of their private parts. I'm just being specific so we can get an idea, and sending it to people under 16 to incite them, or even showing them pornography to try to incite them into having sexual dealings. You'll find that that is also going to be covered by the definition of gross indecency.
Arthur Mate is joining us for a few minutes here this morning. Arthur, you paying attention? International Women's Day today. What are your concerns?
Well, it's International Women's Day, and I thought I would see a lot more men actually on the street, because you don't have daughters without fathers. You cannot have daughters without fathers. So it's all well and good for the women to stand up for the women and their daughters, but there are men involved. And that's what disturbs me most about this morning. Is I came to town just to see men. I needed to see men. I heard about Mervyn and so forth. But regular, ordinary men, we all have daughters, granddaughters. Where are we? Where are we as role models, showing our daughters and other friends' daughters, other people's daughters, that the men in the society are not all predators and not all rapists? And it is those predators and rapists that we're targeting and getting on top of, and we as men supposed to be alongside the women of the country in that battle. Because guess what, Matt? It's not just the little girls that are being targeted and abused. Little boys are being targeted and abused. You had a case in your home community in Port Michel a few years ago, and so on. And there are many, many, many cases of people in high places interfering with, abusing, and destroying young boys as well. So that's disappointing. I listened to the Attorney General, and again I say, I go back to my statement yesterday about better late than never. This is a crude abandonment of duty on the job. There is evidence since 2006, 2007, 2008, documented in an official government report called the Country Poverty Assessment Report, that alerts and warns us about these things going on in our society. The former caller, the young man who called you on the road, quite agitated. He's right. There are all these things, these crimes against humanity committed by people who call themselves men, has been going on. We've known about it. This is a small society. We are afraid to call people's names. We're afraid to target the people who are the perpetrators of these crimes. And they continue because they're protected. And now you have people in the highest places being protected, just like priests and others in the Catholic Church for decades have been protected by the Catholic Church. Now you have people in public office being protected by the institutions of the state. That is wrong. It is criminal. It has to end. And to talk to me about you are reviewing, you have a few concerns. What does he think he's talking about? What is he talking about? Making breakfast? This is not about making breakfast, Mr. Attorney General. This is about children. This is about human beings who in a few years' time will be adults in this society and who we expect to help manage and run the society. And you're taking your own sweet time. How many years from 2007 to now? That's 9 years. You've had one group of people in public office. 9 years. And these cases, I'm not saying it started 9 years ago, but you've had 9 years to bring this to the fore and to deal in an unequivocal and unambiguous way with this business of the violation of the children. And you're now talking about you have a few things which concern you and you want to look at it. What are you talking about? You should be working 24/7 and bringing something to the public. Bring it to the people who are the masters of this nation. Bring it to the public and let the public look at it first. Forget this group of cabinet people. That cabinet has been around. That cabinet has been around and it has not taken up the responsibility. And it's a shame and a disgrace that the women in that cabinet have not stood up and stood out and been champions and warriors for women and children of Dominica. Where's Justina? Where is I even forget her name now. You expect people who say they have values, who profess to be Christian, that what's right is right, what's wrong is wrong, believe in the 10 Commandments, thou shalt not, thou shalt not, thou shalt not, and they sit in the cabinet.
You think they're dragging their feet, I think.
And they not dragging their feet, they're heading in the wrong direction, Matt. That's the problem. Because by their silence, they are compliant with the predators who take advantage of the children. That's what's wrong with this picture. And that's why I'm disappointed about the absence of men. The absence of men on the streets of Dominica to say to the world, we are not about to give any succor, sanction, or safety to any man. I say any man, could be my brother, could be my father, my uncle, my nephew, my this one. If you are wrong, my brother, there are no two sides of the story when it comes to you violating a child. You are wrong, and the society has to send an unequivocal message. That's what's the problem, Matt. And people cannot hide any longer. Those of you who supported a particular group or party or person and felt that he or she was doing the right thing, wake up. Wake up. It's your child that is being consumed. Your child, according to the late Gordon Morrow, that is being cannibalized, eaten raw, and bones being spat out in the gutters of the country, and you're sitting down there. What are you waiting on? You want some more evidence? Are you going to court and you're using the technicalities and the procedures of judicial review? Gordon Emmanuel is waiting for 5 years. 5 years, Matt. That's an 84-year-old man. 5 years he's waiting for justice. Justice delayed is justice denied. If you do that to your elders and you now want to do it to the children, then you have actually disgraced yourself as a society that has failed, because what says most about a society that has culture, that is modern and mature, is the way it treats its elders and its children. And the way we are treating our elders and now the way we're treating our children says we are a disgrace to humanity. We should stand up, and those of you who believe and accept you want to be part of this disgrace, stay quiet, be part of the disgrace. But there are one or two of us who are not prepared to be a part of this disgrace. The women must have this message. The women have to see their men. You telling me you went to work? What is more important to you than, is your work more important than your child? Those of you in the private sector, those of you in the public, get up and walk out of your offices now and go on the street. Even for 5 minutes, stand on the sidewalk in front of your place of work and let the world see that the men of Dominica are not just a bunch of waste time and nonsense and garbage. Let our children see that not only their mommy is there with them, but their daddy is there with them.
Let's take a phone call there. Serious message there, calling on the men to step up and stand for the women. Hello.
Yes, Matt Peltier, how are you?
Good.
Okay, I just want to support Mr. Atherton Martin, what he's saying there. I find this government is a really, really very inept government, because they have been dragging their feet on this and many other problems that are taking place in Dominica. These brothers have a 60,000 population, and there are 21 of them, and they are very slow and inept in everything. Brothers and Dominicans, you guys got to stand up and let these guys know that you all are hurting. Matt, I'm listening to the cry of Dominica from the outside, and I can say Dominica is hurting.
All right, caller, let's move on. We don't have too much time. Thank you there from the diaspora. Hello.
Hey, Matt, morning.
Hey, my brother, congratulations, Mervyn.
Yeah, thank you. Afi, morning.
Morning, my.
Yes, Matt, I want to say that I was really, I'm proud of what I did, but I'm very surprised at a lot of people that I actually saw in the what should I say, on the streets, that would actually turn up their noses when they saw me. And that, when I heard that, I just came in for, I can say, a break.
Yes.
Because I was on the road this morning, and all I had in my bottle was oatmeal water, and that's what sustained me. But I decided to come home and just rehydrate myself.
Okay.
Yeah, but honestly, you're seeing certain faces out there, and you can tell just the slogan that I have on my placard. It's kind of stop the abuse of our women and our children, and in the bottom, in cursive, let our children be children. Certain people, when they read it, when you watch their faces and the expression on their faces, you can tell that they're offended by that. And that is appalling also, because you're not seeing an across-the-board support for that kind of act, what should I say, act against our children. And then you're not seeing that holistic support across the board. It's like you can tell at the same time that's not aggravating everybody, and that is supposed to aggravate everybody. It is supposed to make us angry, whether we have children or not, because our mothers are women and they're abused too. And we need to support our women in every aspect of the society right now with what we hear in there, because it goes on. And let me say something. Even if there is this hue and cry now with what's going on, all what's going on now, there are still, these people will not change overnight. And they will be a little more discreet now in their evil. And I think we need to come out and condemn it in every strata of the society. That's my message this morning.
Arthur, you have to wrap it up here. Let's give us 30 seconds.
Just two thoughts, man. Here you have the unfortunate ignominy of the people who are responsible for governing and managing the society and the economy to the point of prosperity, where everybody, young people included, will have opportunity and jobs, and so they wouldn't have to go into the underground economy. They are the very people who are dragging their feet on dealing with the solution. So it's like a man breaking your leg and telling you, okay, brother, here's a walking stick. And the walking stick itself is broken. And finally, the word that the brother just used, Matt, this is evil incarnate. When a human being, a creation of the Almighty, can not see in the little children, the innocence of those little children, a cause to stand up and be justifiably angry and stand up and do something about it, that is the evil that is abroad. And that is the evil we have to stop, Matt. It's not just political. It's deeper than political. It's about principalities and devils pretending to be human beings, making sure that they kill this country, hoping that they will survive. But I have a warning for them. The hole you have dug for us, you are going to be in it long before we get into it.
Arthur Mate, thank you very much. The news is next.